We shall long
You'd
bear
better
the
behave.
scars
It's superior in clear, see?
How are ye?
May we all play fair, show respect for our opponents, and make the best amongst us clear. Oi!
To their bosoms, your gods hold you.
Peace with you.
Secreto.
Moors everywhere.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basilfauti. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the...
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of... He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplar, Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired. Sadly, misfortune struck, and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making...
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least some...
Mind giving me a little tour to Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days. Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards it...
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like...
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I want... Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's art.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew, which are highly skilled at what they do. It shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Got these spacious
Oh, yes! The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you...
My armor needs work from time.
Admiral Rompali.
Good.
Immediately, sir. Will you be needing anything?
In my trade, my...
Of course.
Then send out for one, please. A high quality...
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe... Will you be needing anything else?
Starting to get into...
I agree. Yet I would urge you to hold off on further construction until the ongoing work is done. Juggling can be a challenge.
Vineyard comes across as a place with...
Baron?
He was...
No. Sir.
Shame.
Not a...
Thanks. Gotta get back...
If my lips don't stink of wine, my wife won't know they're mine.
Of Creek is more a burden than that steel of yours.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might have... In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery.
If you say I should see... Strange. Something behind this wall, I think. A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time. BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragon glass vials and flasks.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it.
Ever play Gwent, BB?
Funny you should ask, sir. I was quite adept in my younger years, but that was so long...
Huh, sounds interesting.
Not at all, sir, but only in...
May the best man win.
Do you wish to play against any particular...
Not really. You...
congratulate you on your victory. Shall we continue playing?
Maybe later.
As you wish, sir.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going. Refurbished.
As you wish, sir. Shall we see it?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the ground?
You know Roach, my horse? Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I found...
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to...
My Roach deserves the best.
I shall get to work at once. Yet finding workmen and completing construction takes... Will you be needing anything?
So,
Well, you're in luck, sir.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil.
The idea is yours. Will you be needing anything?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed or additional armor stands.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed.
Excellent idea. In your...
Great. Or
True indeed, true indeed. Is there anything...
could use another weapon rack.
I know of a carpenter...
Fine. Order the rack.
Of course, at once. Is there anything...
Along the path of...
I agree.
Yes. Just...
It goes without... By this time tomorrow... Is there anything...
was wondering about the guest room.
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfort...
Yeah. Soon...
I can tell a man of action in... Is there anything...
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Athlete snaps! My back aches something horrid!
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought with all the work on Corvo Bianco complete...
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here. And we've cause to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I going to produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
Bread adds a spring to your step. Wine adorns your head with thorns.
You smell that? Those are the vapors of Usos.
The book of lust is hard and girthy. No one can grip the damn thing.
Now I shall sing you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ah, a prophet.
What have you... So long.
Vill häft off med henne ända mig. I pound steel and watch sparks fly. The days pass. The pile of work remains.
How might I be of service, sir?
Vineyard comes across as a...
Baron?
He was...
No, sadly,
Shame that.
not at all.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now.
Chops! The more you beat them, the better they are!
The White Wolf himself.
Ooh!
The king of the Wild Hunt sailed aboard the Naglfare, a giant longship that traveled between worlds. As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone, an artifact needed to draw Eredin into a trap.
The world's never-ending creation be praised.
Craft something. craft something for... Thanks. So long.
That hurts!
What's going on there?
Welcome, traveller. Drink with me, you cocksucker. Fucking no... Something ploughed them up good, but I don't know what it was.
Talked to one Breen Hodge. Told me I'll...
No liquor. We tried to explain...
He's hired me. Wants me to find the beast.
Is that so? Well, I take back what he...
Tell me about the attack. What do you
We were making our way out of the forest, loaded with wood like pack horses. All of a sudden we heard a bloody howl, like a wolf's. Pack leaders. We legged it, but then the cartwheel got stuck. Magnus Rector hollered I should run to the hut for the crossbows, so I ran. Come back to the woods. Bloody ploughing massacre. Couldn't tell me mates apart.
Thanks, Rick.
Kill the bugger.
Logger's hut. Need to find the spot where they died. Deep ruts. Logger's wagon must have stopped here. Then they went down this road, probably towards their clearing. was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big. Clawed the rock. Must have been angry and strong. Wounded dwarf tried to flee, bleeding heavily. A dwarf went this way. Roots pinned this one to the ground, so hard he suffocated. Deep wound on his back. Bled to death. Everything says Leshen, a young one. Must have arrived here recently. Need to find its totem. Crows serve Leshens. Should find some near the totem. Not a Leshen's birds. False trail. Ravens looks like. No sign of a totem. Lo and behold, a Leshen's totem. Now, to destroy it. Ought to piss it off, make it leave its lair.
That's it, Roach. Run, Roach. Come on, Roach.
Oh.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
I killed the Leshen that attacked the lumberjacks.
Oh, that's wonderful. Grand, even. I'll have to find some new loggers, but there's no shortage of folk looking for work. But can I be certain no other Leshen will show?
It's possible, I suppose. I have to find a Witcher if it happens.
Aye, yes, yes. Well,
farewell. Here to talk about the
Contract? Ah, yes. Put my mark to...
Isn't that something you should look...
Perhaps, but we've a plough-in war... I see you've taken a more reasonable... Very well. You...
And... Like to...
Ask...
Won't...
No.
Oh, will you buy a round for a victim of the beast?
Tell me about the monster.
I'd need another bottle.
See, I'd rather you stayed sober while we...
I was leaving the inn that night.
What makes...
I just...
Bad it... A bracelet. Pretty worn. Silver under the gilding. Too big for a woman's wrist. attacker lost it, most likely. You the medic? I'd like to see the monster's victims.
Oh, yes. I've not had...
You done autopsies yet?
Why would I? Beggars...
Mind if I have a look?
In point of...
Gonna make me come back.
Good grief. Pushy, aren't...
He was drunk. Someone dragged him over the cobblestones. Fang marks on his neck. Vampire sucked his blood. Vampire bites and the strong stench of alcohol. Just like the other one. Fondness for jewelry. Wounds on the victims' bodies. Everything suggests a catacan. Except this vampire likes the blood of drunkards. That's the way to lure it out. Want to get drunk off my hat?
Trouble with the lass? Or did you...
Neither. Just...
I'll need you to...
Pour.
Once was a maid from Vico Varro. Tight at night, she'd be loose tomorrow. Early in the morning. Another maid from Vico Varro. Plowed with pleasure, drank with sorrow, till early in the morning.
Catacan didn't hear it. I'll try another verse.
Honor in the fatherland.
Our third maid was not and gave it up to any man standing. Early in the
What's the meaning of this? Such rudeness and vulgarity, young people these days.
All right. Sheesh.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
I sense your blood.
Come out and fight, bitch.
I shall drink your blood.
Come on, cut the shit.
Here I am.
Where's that damned catacan? I can hear it.
Right? Why there? What for? Wife kick you in the ass? Not enough.
It's going to the hut by the river.
spreads disease. The heat isn't a desertion.
Killed the monster that was murdering folk.
You speak true.
A higher vampire.
How the hell could a foul big...
This one liked alcohol. Had a...
What matters is you snuffed it out. Due some praise for that, Witcher.
So long.
Where you think you're going, Mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spite?
Not about to give you a copper.
Told you he was a spy. We're gonna wreck...
You can always try.
What's going on here?
Reporting the capture of a suspicious individual, sir. A spy.
A Witcher'd make as good a spy as you'd make a chaperone. I catch you extorting coin again, you'll go straight. And you, Witcher, best give...
Thanks. Farewell.
Long live...
Fuck.
Boot prints. Large. A man's most likely. Thought only women came looking for the cursed prints. A woman's prints alongside. Single set. She came alone. Slash wounds made by a blade. No monster did this.
Oh, no, you don't. Hear me? Don't you dare. Please, don't do this to me.
Shani?
Geralt?
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to save his life. Help me.
Shani, calm down. He's dead.
I'm sure something can be done.
Let it go.
Damn it! I'll
You did all you could.
Thanks, Geralt. It's, good to see you.
You too. Lost track of you after I left Vizima. Where'd you go? What have you been doing?
Long story short, I've been treating the sick and wounded, as always. Mainly at my clinic in Oxenfurt. But in Redania, I'm called on to help the army at times as well.
I'll want to hear the long story long, too.
Sure. But, once we're out of these sewers...
Redanian army force you to come here, too? Or are you just down here for a pleasant stroll?
Got our orders this morning. I came down here with a whole unit, but... something attacked us.
The soldier. He's someone important to you?
His name was Knowles. Supposed to go on leave next week. Now he won't. Nor will the rest of his unit.
How many were they?
A whole squad. 6 brave boys. All dead.
What attacked you? Get a good look at it?
No. I started running as soon as it appeared.
Doesn't sound like a major
No. This was one thing. Big, but one.
All right. Not afraid of fire. Good to... Why'd they send you down here? Only if it's not confidential, of course.
I need a venom sample. From the beast that prowls. It doesn't just kill those who come down here, you know. The water in so many wells is...
Plan to kill the beast. Bring you a sample of it.
Nice of you to offer.
Creature's dangerous. You saw what it can do.
I'm a big girl, Geralt. I can take care of myself. And you...
Fine. Your choice. So show me where the monster attacked you.
This way.
Grating's badly bent. Something large struck it, with a lot of momentum.
I shut it as I fled. The monster must have slammed into it.
Glad it held up. Though now we need to find a way around it.
Is it worth searching outside?
Actually, just hoping the monster's blow weakened one of the walls. Careful, monster might still be here. Slash wounds made by a blade. No monster did this. Soldiers from your escort?
Yes. That's them. Vern, Miklas. Oh, poor boys.
Beast doesn't play around, apparently.
They saved my life.
No,
Him?
Sorry. What exactly happened?
We came in here and Miklas started looking for tracks. The men made quick work of them. But Franz was injured. His leg. Then that beast appeared. Knowles pushed me towards the exit and ran at the monster. I turned around and saw him lying there, covered in a sticky substance. I ran back to get him, then dragged him to where you found us.
Where was the monster?
Well, Miklas and Vern had driven it away.
Managed to get a look at...
Everything happened so fast. I didn't get a good...
Gotta look around. Man you patched up. Is he here?
Franz? I don't see...
Could have. Beast probably crawled in or out. It's deep.
Lower level of the sewers has been closed off for years. But Vern, the command...
See if I can't find it.
Geralt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
I can't get down this way. I'll look for something else.
Be careful.
Geralt, are you all right?
I'm fine. You? How'd you get in here?
I told you. Vern had a key to the grate. Look, it's bronze.
What's left of him, you mean?
What kind of beast would do that? Does that mean anything?
Well, means our monster... Seems they get along with whatever's prowling the sewers.
What?
Franz had a leg wound, right?
Mm-hmm. Just above...
Managed to apply it?
Yes. Some spirit, but...
Look, half of Franz's leg is gone. Monster must have... Other bodies were untouched, except for the wounds they sustained in battle.
Are you...
Mm-hmm. Doubt we'll learn anything else here. We need to...
Right behind you.
Odd smell. Blend of alcohol, blood, and monster stench. Unfortunate romantic. Must have come through to lift a prince's curse. Found a hideous death instead. How you like that silver? Redanian soldier. Came down to hunt the beast alone, maybe. Fool. A woman. Must have come here hoping to find her prince. Woman's corpse, soaked in slime. Beast must have left it for later. Loads of slime here. Enough for your sample?
It'd be more than enough if it wasn't contaminated.
Shawnee, can you get your sample here?
Sure, along with a bunch of dirt, rubble, and drowner droppings. I need a clean sample. From the lair, that'd be best.
Loads of slime here. Enough for your sample?
It'd be more than enough if it wasn't contaminated.
Monster left by this tunnel intact, just half covered in slime. Hope the wretch didn't suffer. Woman's corpse, soaked in slime. Beast must have left it for later. Another unfortunate romantic. Came to lift a prince's curse, found a hideous death instead.
Wait, we haven't finished yet.
Don't leave me here.
Oh, I was worried you'd gone off on your own. Slash wounds made by a blade. No monster did this.
Another unfortunate romantic came to lift a prince's curse, and a hideous death instead. Redanian soldier. Came down to hunt the beast alone, maybe. Fool. Dead drowners everywhere.
Strange. Seems the monster tolerated them.
As long as they don't get too close, I guess. Decaying corpses, slime everywhere, and that stench. This has to be the lair. Fresh and moist. Beast was just...
I'll collect my sample.
Huh. All the tunnels and corridors converge here.
What now?
Need to lure the beast.
How? We don't even know what...
But we do know it likes a blend of blood and liquor.
Well, I hope you don't...
Relax. Plenty of... Sample you collected enough?
Hope so. But I'd still like to get some pure venom.
To distill an antidote? No use for it once the beast...
Not true. I have a few poison patients on hand. Besides, I can study the venom, test it, maybe discover...
I'll get to work.
I doubt I'd be much help in the fight, but you might need me.
You'd be better off waiting for me up top, or back home.
But...
No buts. Wait in the passage for now if you have to, though I'd rather you didn't. But when the monster shows, you run for the surface.
Fine.
Shawnee, look at me.
I promise.
Good. Now...
Be careful.
Galvekar. Gadarash I'll woot.
What's going on?
Ah, he's finally come to. And he can speak human, turns out. Started thinking I'd not conversed in common the whole way, except maybe with me reflection in the piss bucket.
Where am I?
On the Albatross, or the Fakbarthoil, as their strange tongue has it. En route to Afir.
Don't remember signing on as a sailor.
Oh, you didn't, mate. They dragged you aboard. Seems you killed their prince.
Damn it, don't remember a thing. Just some sewers, giant toad, and some boots. If that toad was their prince, guess I'm lucky to be alive.
Depends how you look at it. I happen to know a bit of a theory. Heard them saying they come here on a mission, dispatched by their king to find their prince, lift his curse. Wagered their honour, and that of their families 5 generations back, that they'd bring him home, safe and sound.
And I killed him. Great. So, must think they can save their honor by bringing the prince's murderer back to face the king's justice. Listen, there was a young woman.
Don't recall seeing anyone.
Good. Means she... We've been at sea long?
Dunno, Riley. Not that...
Matters a lot. If they're...
Me? I'm glad to be sailing to Afir. I hear they got wild...
Sure they're not. Black horses?
Nay. Black horses with white stripes, they got...
And who might you be?
Felipe Caligrand, at your service. Petty thief, professional fence, and...
And why are you here?
Well, to their thinking, I had a hand in this one's death. See, I was their guide. Led them down into the sewers.
Sorry about that.
Not your fault, mate. When all said and done, could have sat on my arse in the alchemy playing Gwent. Didn't have to brag about knowing Oxenford better than my own region.
Tried to break out yet?
Used every ounce of charm I got. Nothing doing.
I have theories none of...
Well, we'll be at sea at least a month. Can teach you something.
Elkal!
What's that mean?
Told us to shut up.
There's been a misunderstanding. Can I talk to your captain?
Alakal Sorkan! Galavat Kar o Albata again!
Quiet, dog. You killed our prince, and you'll pay for that.
Gileam Valar! Karvarepener!
You'd be dead already.
Revhagar ne Aram e
Vengeance is not ours to reap, Anna.
Dorgate ya Alami!
We swore in our honor.
How do I say? Take me to your captain.
Vailth Alakhe ul Igulath.
What?
Elkal!
Vailth.
Vailth. Alage ur Igileth.
Elkal! Inkal Avri Inshafard!
What just happened? What did he say?
Said to sit quiet, and that you'll hang into it. And then he added something like...
Why? What did I say?
Along the lines of, I want your nose bouncy bouncy. But...
Great.
Give it a rest. No point talking to that lot. All you get's angry gurgles. And they puff up, you notice? Like them fish. What's it they're called?
There anyone here who speaks common?
Ah, there's this mercenary with him. Looks Adernian to me. He's the one recruited. Oh, and the mage what leads them knows a bit. Heard him talking. How was you?
Sleep's not what I need. Someone...
Greetings, Geralt. Remember me?
I remember. We met in White Orchard. You're...
Gaunter Odin, known also as Master Mirror. I helped you find your Yennefer. We meet again. And it seems you need my help again. Heard a noose awaits you. That is, if this slop doesn't kill you first.
How'd you get in here?
Long story, it'd bore you. I prefer to focus on something more useful, like getting you off this ship. Because you do wish to disembark, do you not?
Yeah, sure. But what on earth could you?
Oh, more than you'd ever expect. I shall help you, Geralt.
Right. Can't possibly get something for nothing.
Indeed. When all's said and done, I am a merc.
Yes.
It's a deal. Once it's all over, we shall meet at midnight at the crossroads, neath the willows near the village of Yantra. Ah, and I must give you something to remember me by.
What's that?
A mark to show we're associates.
Who you gabbing with?
With no one.
Never liked boats. Not one bit. They heave like devils. Make me stomach churn. Oh, it'd be prime to sleep through the whole thing.
Didn't bargain for no storm, but fear that means a tidy jump in my fee.
To Ophir get us safe. The king's reward will be generous.
What about the prisoner?
Before the king we must bring him. On doing so, my honor relies.
Can't we just bring your king the bastard's head? Like we're doing with the other?
The other drowned. We could do nothing. We deliver live this one. Apart from all else, the hell the king is sure to condemn him to, I wish to see.
What kind of hell?
Charring, flaying, and watering. Distillation of regicide and Satahle!
Ugly bastard.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a look. Farewell.
Being a priest, now that's a soft gig.
Show me, sword.
His smile fair as spring, as towards him he draws you. His tongue sharp and silvery as he implores you. Your wishes he grants as he swears to adore you. Gold, silver, jewels, he lays riches before you. Dues need be repaid, and he will come for you. All to reclaim, no smile to console you. He'll snare you in bonds, eyes glowing a fire, to gore and torment you till the stars expire.
I knew you'd come.
You a soothsayer?
It matters little who I am. Your escape, I made it possible. Previously, Yennefer, you found her thanks to me, so you feel you owe me.
Memento you gave me. Pretty effective reminder.
That is its purpose. Incidentally, I find it quite funny how even the most rotten scoundrels have this inner compunction to repay debts of gratitude. Humans, elves, dwarves, all races. You really must explain that to me one day. As for the here and now, tell me.
You appeared out of nowhere, disappeared just as mysteriously, summoned a storm. Let me guess. You're a mage.
Oh, please, no. I cannot stand spells. Childish hocus pocus. It's just not interesting. What I find fascinating are true tales, true human lives, like the one I shall tell you now. It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone. A man who refuses to pay his debts.
Really think this'll interest me? Any reason why?
He's wronged you as well. His name is Olgierd von Everec.
How do you know we'd met, and that I'm not exactly thrilled with him now?
Please, Geralt. I knew the Ophiri had captured you. Was I not to know how this had come to pass? Olgierd von Everec did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been cured. Had I not intervened, you would have lost your head for this. Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many talents and associates to give him what he desired. And now the time's come to pay. Yet, he shirks his obligation.
Need me to collect a debt? I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent and clever. An individual who fears no dare. Someone like you.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is. After all, I am a traveling merchant. But make no mistake, I've many interesting wares on offer.
Wares like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack neither food nor drink. As a witcher, you might desire weapons supreme. I can offer you those you dreamt of. Your body, agile as never before. Your mind, faster than lightning. Romantic prowess to charm all womankind. But above all, I offer a great, true adventure. An experience like no other. The fate of only the chosen few.
Sure sounds generous. And all that for my help with one small matter. Won't want anything else from me?
Just one. Honesty.
What about you? Call yourself a man of many talents? Can't you take care of this?
Therein lies the catch. Our pact states that before I can collect my due, I must yet fulfill 3 wishes for von Everec. But I cannot fulfill them myself directly, making use instead of a... how shall I put it? A proxy.
Mm-hmm. So what you need's a sucker.
What I need is an ally. And something tells me I shall find none better than you.
What do you expect me to do?
To start with, join me in paying von Everec a visit. Then, well, then we shall improvise. I believe, however, that all will end well. And once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared.
Right. Specifics now. Thought Olgierd had 3 wishes, requests, whatever.
He does. He may ask 3 things of us, yet we won't know what they are until we see him.
Fine. I'll go see Olgierd with you, but no promises.
That is all I ask.
Now remove the damn mark.
Naturally. Just as soon as you complete your task. Go. You will not regret it. We shall meet there.
Another debt to collect?
Perhaps.
Hey-ya!
Come on now.
Come on, Roach.
Smells like solutions, reagents. Wonder what's cooking. Smells of... They were cooking Fistech. Took most of the equipment, only left what was broken. True as true can be. Dangerous trade, narcotics. Open window. Boot print on the bed. Somebody was in a hurry. footprints. Uneven. Someone ran through here. Stopped here for a second, hid, then ran on. Scar on his forehead. Must be Clivert. Bolt in the back. Went in deep, so a close range shot. From the village, where that direction looks like. Crossbow bolt and footprints deep. Shooter must have been wearing heavy armor. Hoofprints leading towards the hill. Someone's still there. Too late to surrender. What's this? Order of the Flaming Rose have a new seat? Not too shabby.
You listen, vagrant. Do you know why you're here, but take my advice? Go back to wherever you came from.
So, why are you still standing there? I need to smash your painting?
Don't like your tone, brother.
I'd say. I thought I was being polite. But if courtesy don't work...
Here, Witcher, Witcher! nasty, eh?
Avenged your friend.
I knew you'd succeed, puss peepers. I knew it. Go on, out with it. Who was the bastard?
Bastards. Brethren of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
What'd you do to them? Scald them with hot irons, pick out their eyes, skin them alive.
No, just killed them.
Oh, so handsome and so boring.
Now we grab proper. Still not safe at night.
What can I get? You're gonna be good my wares, yes? To Zan.
Papers. What can I do with you for? If I ain't got it today, say the word and I'll have it tomorrow.
Let me see. So long.
Everyone to me! Taking a peek at my wares, yeah?
Greetings again.
You're in luck.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You're in luck.
Oh, that's fun.
So long.
Choked to death.
Redania.
Please get me a little.
Go, go.
Feast your eyes, bright warriors, upon the bastards. Keep the servants. One drop of his venom will kill an army. All season up.
Interesting basilisk you've got there.
Course it's interesting. Won't see a beast like this anywhere near here. They spawn only in the wild wastes of Zerrikania, from eggs laid by cockerels.
Cockerel eggs, you say?
Yeah, and what cocks they are. Lift their rumps like brood hens to other cocks. Eggs laid by such a cockerel must be brought to hatching by...
This basilisk is interesting. It's exactly like a wyvern. Young one, and ill-fed at that.
You talk nonsense, sir. This here's the most truest of basilisks.
Right, what do I know? I'm just a witcher.
Hold on now. If that's no basilisk, but some wyvern, what did I pay for? Give me back my coin, cheat.
Brave soldiers, don't push, or it'll... Whoa, watch out!
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism and desertion.
Guess the cage was as fake as the basilisk.
Shut up before I lose me pictures.
Hey-ya!
Greetings. Is it herbs you seek? Medicines to mute a bashful maid?
That it? Nope.
Aye. One to make your hair grow, another to do the opposite.
Know any advanced formulae?
All I know...
Nah, I just want to learn some...
Call it what you will. You must sail across the Great Sea, find the Isle of Ard Skellig.
Hear about the contract.
Whew, a taker at long last. Poverty in everyone's lips.
Stick to the point.
Right. Sorry for the chatter. It's my apprentice, Falkut. I sent him to the Dead White Wood. You know, the forest near Martin Foy's
Let me guess.
Yes. No, he hasn't. Please.
No promises, but I can certainly look for him.
Got to think on that.
It'll have to. Hey there. Let me... yearning to play a few rounds of...
Let's go.
I want to look around some. herbalist's cart. Got some blood here. Blood. Dried. A few days old. Trail's gone cold. Need to look around. Ask. Maybe someone's seen him. Bloodstains. Months old.
Jude! Sharp now! We've company. What's brought you to these parts, master? Lost you?
No. Looking for someone.
Ah.
What is this place?
A village?
Abandoned huts is about all I see.
Aye. It's only us now. Young folk are gonna...
Right as rain.
Bloodstains in the hut.
Aye, come.
In someone else's hut?
None live there no more, see? And working neath the roof, it's more pleasant. Civilized.
But why poke your nose in there to do better to give an old couple some...
Looking for someone named...
Aye. Saw a little one.
Till he got hurt. Ran across...
Tis just as you say. Wolves had attacked him. He fled here seeking shelter. I told him, back to your city, young... Ventured back into the woods. And that...
So where are his remains? Wolves would have left some...
Didn't go looking. Well, he's too old to go tramp.
So long. Volkert, your apprentice.
Out with it.
Found some witnesses. Claim wolves attacked him. He survived at first, then went back in the woods to harvest more herbs. His luck ran out.
A treasure, that lad.
That bloody Nilfgaardian Imperium can kiss me, that
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with a stick up his ass. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a theory pox?
Could say so. Manor's burning. You noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play. We got a bit carried away, truth be told.
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts.
No! Please! I beg you!
Shut your trap!
Let me go! Leave me be!
Shut it!
I ate with yous! Drank with yous! Fought beside yous! And you kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Whoa. Nerves a little raw? Why?
You deaf! Get the fuck out of here, freak!
All I want is to know what exactly is going on here.
Well, you're not gonna know. Sod off!
I'll leave as soon as you tell me.
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
Wait. I know Olgierd wants him dead. Still don't know why, though.
Just what the fuck is it to you, anyhow?
Nothing really. Just curious.
Cocksucker violated our chivalric code. Just one penalty for that. Death.
What is this row? Are you not done with him? My ears wither from the screams. Ah, Geralt. As you've returned, might I assume you've cleared the sewers? Or have you not been there?
You killed my father!
Not I.
You lie! Whoreson!
That man killed him. Alone. Unbeknownst to me. Out of fury, for your father refused us hospitality. For this willful violation of the chivalry code, he was summarily executed himself. Anything else I might do for you? Take her away. Now, where were we?
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ah, show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
Know what this is?
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
You're immortal?
Depends on your understanding of the term. Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. There comes a point you've done it all, and all seems boring and monotonous. The trick's to plough through that moment. Go further. Reach beyond what's known as possible.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter Odin. Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must
grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
That true? You know the Toad was a cursed prince?
He didn't just know. He brought about the curse himself. Did he not mention that bit? Well then. Allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him. Then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, Odin. Who is to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are...
Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house of Maximilian Borsodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse? Out of my sight, wretch! Know what Vladimir would do to you if he saw?
Aye.
Vladimir.
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old. But his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rivaled Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those two. Then, wish...
Any hints? Where I should go? How I...
You must be mad. I've no intention...
Once I'm done with those two, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there. The brother shouldn't be too hard. But the house? How am I supposed to bring him a house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
You waited for me.
I could hardly abandon my props.
Thought I have to fulfill Olgierd's wishes.
So states the contract. Yet, no. And something tells me you'll need...
Borsodi's house. No idea how I'm supposed to bring him that.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad, though it was a while past.
They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get... Oh, and take plenty of coin. I have a feeling it could come in handy.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be...
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual, a blood summoning. That's what you need.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the...
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be von Everett blood and get on with it.
Where'll I find this Vladimir?
Geralt, I cannot do... The von Evericks are well known in these parts. You must have met... The charming redhead, for instance. The medic. You...
Guess it's high time I got to work.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher. You know, you'd...
Yay. Can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you. Good luck, Geralt.